Hey guys, it's Hannah again. I wanted to share with you one of my very favorite oils. It's a little bit sticky. Copaiba Vitality. This also comes in a topical version. I don't usually put it in the diffuser, but I'm not a doctor. Please don't ask me for medical advice. If someone would like to pay for me to go to medical school so that I can offer some sort of medical advice, that would be great. I would accept that. Let me know. Reach out. Let me know. I'll do it. Anyways, talk to your doctor if you're using essential oils. It's very important, especially when you're ingesting. Topically and in your diffuser is less important. But if you're ingesting, that could mess with, think of any of the things that in your body that this would come into contact with. It's not the same as putting it on your skin. Like, that's a whole other ball game. It is different, but dilution is very important when you're using Vitality oils. So for Copaiba, dilution is not required. You can use this neat, so you don't have to add anything when you're ingesting this. I ingest it a lot in tea, just because I can. But so the reason I pointed out that it's kind of sticky is it's a little bit thicker viscosity, because it's actually, I don't know if you can see how sticky that is in there. It is, I promise. It's very sticky. It's distilled from the gum resin from the Copaiba tree that's native to Brazil. And being so, it's actually used medicinally in tons of different ways in Brazil and the surrounding countries. This is an oil that promotes overall wellness. It's really nice to have on hand. I do have a little bit of information here about how it's used in the Amazon and in Brazil and in Peru. So in the Amazon, Copaiba resins are used by healers to treat pain and inflammatory disorders. So stomach ulcers, skin disorders, insect bites, stuff like that, for sure, among other things. Basically anything that can cause you pain and an inflammatory response because of that pain or causing that pain. They use the resin, I think, topically for most of those things. In Peru, they have a natural sore throat remedy that contains 3 to 4 drops of Copaiba resin with a spoonful of honey. So, that would be like, we use honey for sore throats here. So that's not super unusual. Think about the anti-inflammatory properties on top of that, coating your throat with the honey. That probably works really well, actually. In Peru and Brazil, they actually use it a lot for urinary tract issues because it's anti-inflammatory and to some degree antiseptic. So cystitis, bladder, kidney disorders, all of that stuff. And I think that's an ingestion type of remedy. I don't really know the specifics. Didn't look into it that well. I just thought it was interesting to share with you guys. These oils and resins are still used in other countries today. Our idea of medicine is not the same as it is in other countries. So it's always very interesting to see what they would do for same disorders as they would here, and to take that into consideration when making medical decisions. Bring that up to your doctor and see how comfortable or uncomfortable they are. But so there's tons of information about how this might be helpful. Bronchitis, sinusitis, tuberculosis. I even saw someone say that this is good for the treatment of syphilis. I'm not going to agree or disagree because A, I don't know, and B, I don't need to know necessarily. So very interesting. It has neuroprotective properties, anti-inflammatory, as I've said before, so that makes it good for like arthritis and stuff too. And it's good for anxiety. So when I'm adding it to tea, it's mainly just that full anti-inflammatory effect that I'm looking for. Do I 100% get that? Not necessarily. I'm not using a whole lot, just 1 drop in a cup of tea. So nothing crazy. I'm not a crazy person. I'm not ingesting tons of this stuff. It has a different kind of taste, and I think that's due in part to the fact that it's more of a sticky resin than a very viscous oil, and so that, you know, imparts some taste thing in my brain. Kind of weird. It's not off-putting, it's fine, it's not a big deal, it's just like different. So this only comes in a 5 milliliter. Wholesale, it is $23 retail. That's $30.26. PV is $23. I have been able to purchase this before on sale at 10 or 20% off, depending on what's going on. But this does go out of stock from time to time, so if you want to try it, just go ahead and grab it and keep it on hand. I know it feels kind of expensive, and you know, you can get the non-Vitality version, just the regular version, in a 15 milliliter if you're more interested in, see, it's so sticky I wouldn't diffuse it, but if you wanted to use it topically or put it in your diffuser, you totally could. Just be careful about how much you're using. You don't want to clog up your diffuser with something weird grossness. So you're gonna have to clean it really well after that. But anyways, that's all I got. Hopefully you learned something interesting. If you have another tip or trick with Copaiba Vitality or some knowledge to impart to other people, let us know in the comments. That's always really fun in my opinion, but I like to learn weird things. So maybe that's just me, but I'll see you guys later. Bye!